Hey folks, this is Vince with Dad's Gaming Addiction, and today we're going to quickly check out The Last Command, a dual deck building game. This game supports 1 to 2 players, it's for ages 12 and up, and the average playtime is 30 to 60 minutes. We'll be attempting the solo mode today, but I have to stress this is my first time attempting this mode and I might get a rule wrong or two, but as I always say, I'm here to spread awareness, have some fun, and show off some really cool games. I'm also working on a co-op mode, a homebrewed co-op mode, and we'll be showing that off maybe in a separate video, hopefully soon to come. So let's go ahead and take a look at the game. I do have a how to play video out there. I have an unboxing video out there. The unboxing was just yesterday. The how to play video was several months ago, and I believe the developer has updated a couple of things since then. So, it'll give you a rough idea as how to play, but hopefully this video will also serve as a quick primer / how to play. So, what is this game about? Well, it is a one-on-one kind of dual deck building game. I am going to be playing as the Heart of Valdespar over here. I'm going to be butchering names as we play. Imperator is the enemy over here. And the solo deck is set up a little differently. So this is mine. I start with 5 credits. There's a cube on the 5 there. And these are metallic cubes, by the way, as part of the special Kickstarter, I guess. Then my health is on 20. And each of my 3 systems, engineering, comms, and tactical, start at 1 energy each. And I'll be spending energy to activate systems, as you'll see. Now, as this is a dual deck builder, I have 3 starter cards in the system deck, which is here. And I've got 3 starter cards in the crew deck over here. Above me here this is the market for systems specifically. There's 2 red systems, 2 blue systems, 2 green systems. I'll be able to purchase these throughout the game, assuming I've got enough credits to do that. If we take a quick look at a card just to see what it looks like. This is a system card, slightly different from a crew card. The cost of acquiring the card is on the top left. The cost of placing that card into that system to activate it is the energy cost here. And again, that energy is represented here via this cube moving left and right. Then we've got the one-off effect that you get for actually playing the card to that system. And then below it is a permanent effect, so as long as the card is still there in the system. And assuming you've got the right crew assigned to that system, this needs a red crew member. And if you have a red crew member assigned to that system, then you can activate that when the time comes. So that's a quick primer on how the systems work. And as far as this over here, these are the crew cards. Now, unlike the systems where there's 2, 2, 2, there's just a deck of reds, a deck of blues, and a deck of green. And this is what a crew card looks like. On the upper left is the cost, upper right is the color that it is. Now you can place these red tactical crew members into the other systems because some of these other systems may need a red ability to permanently activate. You'll see that later. And then the one-off effect for actually playing the card. So that's what that looks like. And what else am I forgetting? Oh, malfunctions. This is different compared to the prototype. In the prototype, the malfunctions were all the same. In this finished version, there's like 10 of these and like 5 of these. So some of these malfunctions are actually different. Malfunctions will clutter up our deck and also, well, mess us up and cause damage and different things like that. These are bad. We don't want them. We want to give them to our opponent wherever possible. So, with all that said, there's the solo mode. This is the solo mode. He starts with 5 credits, 20 health, 3 energy in each of the systems. And instead of having 2 decks, he has 1 deck. And this deck is the 6 starter cards. There's 3 crew and 3 system cards in here shuffled together to form his starting deck. In addition to that, he does not take cards from the market. Rather, we set up a special market deck ahead of time. And that's what this is to remind me of over here. This is his market deck. He'll be drawing cards from this to add to his discard piles typically in order to make his deck better. And so this is his special market deck, and he'll be drawing from this whenever the time comes, and we'll show you that later. But that is his special market deck, and that is comprised of, and if memory serves, it's going to be 5 of these red system cards, 4 of these blue ones, 3 of these green ones, and then 2 of each of the different colored crew. All of them shuffled together and put there. Now, depending on the difficulty that you choose, you're going to put so many of these at the beginning as part of setup into his discard pile. So you can make the game harder by adding more of these into his discard pile straight away. Okay, so I have it on easy, which is just the 1 card. Speaking of easy mode, I tested this out the other night and I got my butt kicked. So I invented a couple of easy mode modifications so that I can get used to the game at my own pace. One of which is he is typically on his turn he's gonna draw 4 cards to use against me as opposed to 3, which is typically what I would get. So he's only going to draw 3 cards instead of 4 whenever appropriate. And on top of that, I seeded his market deck with lower costing cards than normal. Typically it would be 5 random, 4 random, 3 random, 2 random, 2 random, 2 random. That's normally what it would be. And if you got unlucky, he would get a lot of the high costing cards for free and just destroy you because they're more powerful typically. So to make the game easier, I made sure that the drafting pool for his market deck were all cards costing 1, 2, or 3. I got rid of the 4s and the 5s, anything that was high costing. I did not allow him to get into his market deck. So hopefully that makes the game slightly easier because some of those 4s and 5s are really nasty, let me tell you. So yeah, and there are other like little rules to keep in mind when you are playing with the solo bot, and I will try really hard to remember all of them, but as I said, I could refer to this over and over and over again, but I want to keep the video moving. So let's go ahead and start the game. I get the first turn, and I should be having 3 cards, so let's go ahead and do that. Now, whenever I set up for my hand, I can draw them one at a time from either deck, and then I can look at it first before deciding what to do next. The recommended draw, though, is 2 crew and 1 system. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to draw 1. So there's 1, there's 2, and there's 3. Okay, so I drew 2 crew and a system card. Now, as the first part of my turn, I'm going to go ahead and put this here temporarily. This is the turn reference. Play all cards from your hand. So you cannot have any cards left over in your hand when you're done. If you discard a card because you didn't use it, you get 2 credits on your credit tracker. So what I'm going to do first is, can I play this? The answer is no, because I only have 1 energy and I need 2 to do it. But I do have this cadet, Kyoto, whatever, and he says gain 2 energy to the system or deal 1 malfunction. That little symbol there with the triangle is a malfunction. I'm going to go ahead and play this to my crew area under tactical. There's a limit of 3 crew members per system. I'm going to put that there and gain 2 energy, so I'm up to 3. And that's it for that. I'm going to go ahead and play this basic laser for 2 energy, so this is going to go back down to 1 again. And the immediate effect is 1 damage on my opponent, so he's down to 19. And underneath is that special thing that will kick in later, and I'll show you that. Finally, cadet fits here. I would probably put this under the blue standard crew. Gain 2 energy to this system or gain 3 credits. I've got 5. Having an extra 3 credits would be great just to get the ball rolling on some of these more powerful cards. I might do that. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put her here and cadet fits here, and then I'm going to gain 3 credits. So 1, 2, 3, and I'm up to 8. Now, that's it. I'm out of cards. So let's go ahead and see what's next. Make market purchases. So now I can, out of all of these, pick ones to buy. And I can buy as many as I want to, so as long as I can afford to take them. So I kind of want to get some crew going so I can get this energy up so I can play my systems regularly. So this This Lieutenant Commander Ben looks appealing. He's a 4. Gain 4 energy to this system. And again, I can play him to any system. And deal 1 malfunction, placing it on top of your opponent's deck. I like that. So I'm going to spend 4 out of my 8 to get this card. This will go into my crew discard pile because this is a crew member. So my crew discard is here. Table space, kind of difficult to work with here, but we'll make do. And I can still buy. I've got 4 left. Lieutenant Phil. I'd rather get some other crew of other, or do I want a tactical to go along with that red? Maybe I do that. Or do I want some extra engineering and comms stuff? I don't know. There's so many options here. Like this repair drones. I kind of like this because it allows me to repair haul. Gain 2 repair, and then gain 1 extra for every card covered by this card. We'll see what covering is later. So I kind of want that one too, so I can heal should he attack me. But I would want probably a green engineer, which I have in my starter deck, but I would probably want another one. Let's see what this green engineer is. Okay, gain 3 energy to this system and gain 1, repair 1 malfunction. We're going to do that. So we're going to buy that one for 2. Put that into my crew discard, and I'm also going to buy the repair drone for 1 and put that into my system discard, and we're going to replace that immediately. I've got 1 credit left. The question is, do I spend it on a 1? Do I want another crew, for example, gain 2 energy to this system and gain 3 energy? Or 3 credits rather. I kind of like that. Let's go ahead and do it. I'm going to go ahead and purchase this one as well. I'm probably clogging up my deck, but so it goes. I'm a sucker for like fat decks. So anyway, that is the end of the market phase, and then earn system bonuses. So we're going to look at each system. The only one with a system is the tactical, and it wants a crew member with this symbol. Do we have a crew member with this symbol? Yes, we do. We've got that red there. So we are going to deal 1 malfunction to my opponent. And because he's got the 1 deck, it's just going to go straight into his discard pile, straight face up. He'll deal with that later when he draws it. And we'll get into how discarding and redrawing and all that works when the time comes. And I think that's it. Draw 3 cards. So I'm going to draw 3 cards. Again, I can draw from here. I could draw from here. Now, whenever I go to draw a card and I can't, I have to shuffle my discard pile and take back all related cards that are in play. So, for example, if I take this one as 1, this is a crew card, I will do that. That's 1. It's a green. And if I want to take another crew, which I think I will do just to show this off, I have to take this and my others and put them into my discard pile, shuffle this up, and do that. Now, only the crew, because this is the crew deck. If I have to shuffle this, or I have to shuffle this discard, then this goes back as well. So that's 1. I will draw another one. That's 2. And I'm going to draw a system. That's 3. Okay. So that's 3 cards. And I am done. Now my opponent is going to go. And the guide for that is here. There's a lot of if-thens and priority stuff. We'll do the best we can. So the first thing is play. So he should have 4 cards from his deck. But again, with this homebrewed easy mode, I'm going to give him 3 every turn as opposed to 4. Okay, so he's going to play as many cards as he can. And to do that, he starts with system cards. So he looks at any system cards that he might have and plays them first. So he's got this quick ship blue. So that's going to go under his comms here for 1 energy. And he's going to gain 4 credits. So he's going to go up to 10. Next, he's going to play crew cards because there's no system cards left in his hand. And I'm looking. He prioritizes first systems with no power. Are there systems with no power? No. Next, systems containing a system card with an unpaired system bonus ability. That would be this blue. Does he have a blue in here? The answer is no. So he can't pair these to get that to work. Next, the system with the lowest power. That's a 2, and this is a 3, and that's a 3. So he's going to play This is where judgment comes into play. You can pretty much just pick one. He's going to play that, I guess, this one here, under this crew here. And that is gain 2 energy to this system or deal 1 malfunction. In the case of an or, the computer always takes the energy. So he's going to gain 4. He gains 2 and now he's up to 4. He's left with this last card. And again, the priority is the system with the lowest power, a system matching their color type. Engineers. So his engineer is going to go into engineering, and he's going to gain 2 to this system. Okay, so that was his turn there. He's going to make market purchases, and the way market purchases work, he's going to gain 1 card from his market into his discard pile for every 3 credits he spends. So he's got 10, so he's down to 1, and he's going to gain 3 cards, because 3 times 3 is 9. So we're going to just temporarily do that, and he's going to gain 1, 2, 3. So he bought those cards. So that was his market phase, and he's down to 1 credit there, and then he's going to draw cards. He's going to draw, again, typically it would be 4 cards. However, in my homebrewed rules, it's going to be 3 to make it easier. So his 3 cards are right there. Okay. Now we don't have to shuffle anything yet because you only do this whenever you have to draw and you can't. But his deck is empty for right now, but he doesn't have to draw. Okay, so now play shifts back to me, and I'm going to take my turn. I get to play all cards from my hand. Got 2 engineers and this trade rocket. I'm going to go ahead and play this into my comms, and I'm going to spend an energy to do that, and I gained 4 credits. I'm up to 4. Next, unfortunately, I don't have any good pairings here. So, let's just play these for energy. Let's go ahead and play this engineer here to get 2 energy to this system. And we're going to play this engineer down here to gain 3 energy to this system and gain fix 1 malfunction. I don't have a malfunction, so I don't have to worry about that. Unfortunately, I didn't do a whole lot that turn except gain energy here and gain credits. So that was kind of a bad play, but you know, maybe we'll make up for it later. Okay, so market purchases. I think I might want a system or 2 now to make these stronger. So let's take a look at these cards. These are all markets. This reactor gained 2 energy to every other system. Oh, that's not terrible. It doesn't cost any energy either, which is nice. And it's got 2 separate passive abilities that you can play when the card is on top. So I mentioned on top earlier. I can play red cards over top this, assuming I get another one. But then this ability down here is null and void. Only the top card matters when you're looking at this bottom section. But this has 2. So if I have a green engineer or a red crew member down here, I'll get both bonuses or just one or the other. Depends on what crew I have underneath it. This isn't bad. I think I already took a probe for repair, so I might want a blue one. Let's do, what's that? Ooh. So I can give him 2 malfunctions? Holy crap. And I can force him to discard a card. That's pretty powerful. And then if I have a red crew member underneath, you may move this card to the bottom of your system deck. Okay, so if I don't need to continuously do this to him, I can like move it behind underneath, say, an existing one. Or the system deck would be here, so I would move it underneath that, rather than putting it into the discard pile. Interesting. I kind of like that. That's very offensive. I could cripple him that way. And then there's the cheaper one, which is the Rutari Salve. I just get to fix a malfunction. While uncovered, repaired malfunctions are placed in your opponent's discard. That's actually quite nice. If I can get some malfunctions, or if I get malfunctions, then I can just pass them off to him. This is also cheaper. That's tough. That's really tough. You know, let's make this game quicker. We'll go ahead and buy the more expensive one. And again, this is a system, so it's going to go here, and it's going to cost me 3 to do. I could still buy that if I wanted to, but I kind of want to focus on crew as well. None of these, I'll save that 1 credit for future. Okay, so from there we earn system bonuses. The only one with a pairing is this, but that's a blue and this is a green, so that's not gonna work. So we don't get any system bonuses. We're gonna draw 3 cards. I do want more systems, so I'm gonna draw 1. And then I need to draw another 1 because I want to, but this means I have to take back all my systems, like so, and shuffle these up, then draw 1. And I'm thinking, do I have enough energy to play? I'm going to get another crew member from here because I'm going to need them in order to get more energy for that 4 there. So yeah, that's actually not bad. So these are the 3 that we have for our hand. Now we move over to the computer here, and the first thing he's going to do is take a look at his hand. He's going to play any systems that he can. So this is a system. He's got the quantum reactor. He's going to play that to the green one. Gain 3 to any system. And the general rule is whatever the lowest system is, that's what gains the power. So he's going to gain 3 to the tactical up to 6. Which is good because he's got this siege cannon. He's going to play that too for 2. So he's going to spend 2 and he's going to play that there. He's going to do 1 damage to me. I'm down to 19. And then lastly, he's got a crew card. This crew card, no, the first priority is there a system without energy? No, they all have energy. Next, unpaired crap. We've got blue. This is blue. So we're going to pair this blue crew to this blue system for the extra effect later on. And this says gain 2 energy to this system or gain 3. In the case of an or, he just gains the energy. So we're up to 6. All right, so that's it for that. And then we earn system bonus abilities. In this case, he gets to draw an extra card. That's what this down here is. So he's going to draw 4 cards instead of 3 at the end of his turn. Here, he's also got this. Gain 2 energy to his system. He's got a pairing here, so he's up to 7. And I think that's it. So he's going to gain 4 cards now instead of 3. However, he is now out of cards. So he's going to take this. And because his deck is combined, all of these cards are shuffled together. Like he just pretty much wipes the entire board is how he plays that. And now he's going to draw 4 cards. Just 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, 3 plus that 1 ability that he had. Now he did draw this malfunction, so let's go ahead and address that. It says take 1 damage, so he's going to take a damage. Then draw a card, so he's going to draw a card. Okay, which is not a malfunction, so we're good. Move to your discard of the deck it was drawn from. In the case of the computer, it's just his regular discard pile. Okay, so he's got his 4 cards for his next turn, plus the malfunction in his discard pile. And we are good to go there. Shifting back to me, let's go ahead and take a look at my cards. And, oh, that market phase, he couldn't buy anything, so that's why I skipped that completely. Okay, so back to me. I've got 3 cards. Let's go ahead and play this one. I kind of like that. We're going to put that in our... Actually, no, we can't. We got to put Cadet Fits down first so we can gain some energy. So we're going to gain 2 energy to this system or gain 3 credits, but we gain 2. And then we're going to spend 4 of that 5 energy to play this. So we're down to 1. And he's going to get 2 malfunctions, and he's going to lose the ability to draw a card, I believe. I just want to make sure that's right. Opponent discards. Okay, so that's my bad. So opponent discards. The way that works, if he has to discard something, he has to discard, I think, the one with the highest credit cost, I think. If an ability mentions taking in play or discarded, the player will take the card with the highest credit cost from their play area. No. Discarding. If you force the AI player to discard a card, reveal their hand, discard the card with the lowest credit cost. Okay, so ones that are starter cards typically. So we're going to take a look at his hand. Anything that costs a 0. And I don't know if there's... I mean, I guess we'll just... This is a 1. These are all... So what we'll do... It doesn't say how to break that tie. So, you know what? I'm going to take these. And this is also a zero costing card. So what we're going to do is we're going to shuffle those up and just take out one of them at random. Okay, so we'll just take out that one, and he's left with 3 cards again. Okay, so that wasn't a bad play. Now moving back to me again, we've got this nuclear reactor, gain 3 to any system, and that's a free card, so I'm going to put that there. And I've got a green crew, which is great. We're making some synergies happen again. I'm going to gain 3 to my tactical. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that's it for playing cards. I get to make purchases, but I only have the 1, and I don't think I want to do anything right now. Next, earn system bonus abilities. I've got a green, and this is a green. Gain 2 energy to this system. I'm up to 5. This one has a blue pairing with, oh, this needs a red, so that's not going to work. Oh, well. Okay, so that was the only pairing I could make. Yeah, this one's a red symbol, and this is a green, and that's a blue, so that's not going to work. Okay, next is draw 3 cards. Well, I want more systems because my energy isn't bad, so let's do 1. That's not terrible, that's credits. Let's take another one. Basic laser. Okay, I need stronger weapons is what I need. And do I want a crew? I think I want a crew. Okay, not bad. Okay, so we've got 3 cards. All right, moving on to his turn. Not terrible. He's going to take a look at his cards, play any systems he can first. These are all crew members, so we're going to skip to that part of it. And unfortunately, I mean, he doesn't have a whole lot of pairings to make. So he's going to start seeding these depending on who's lowest. So this red one will go under tactical. That's going to gain him 2 energy. Fine. This green one and this green one, this is an and gain 1 repair. So he's going to do that. Ands he does worry about. So we're going to put that there. He's going to gain 2 energy and repair up to 19 instead of 18. And then this one's the lowest, so we're going to put that there and gain 2 there. And again, I'm not 100% on the priority there, but that's what we're going with. And he didn't really accomplish a whole lot there either, so that's fine. And we're going to skip the market phase. He's going to draw some cards. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3. Okay, were any of them malfunctions? No. Okay, fine. All right, I think that was an easy turn. Yeah, I can see why he draws 4 sometimes, because, you know, it can be a one-side. It depends. Like, having him draw 4 will wreck you if he's lucky. So I'm kind of glad we're only doing 3. Moving back to me, we're going to go ahead and take a look at our cards and see what we can do. We'll start with this basic laser that costs 2. 1, 2. It does 1 damage. And that's it. I'm going to play Cadet Kaito, gain 2 energy to this system, or deal 1 malfunction. I'm not going to do that. And then lastly, we've got this trade rocket. I can put it over top of this one, which I will do for 1 energy. And, ooh, did I? Okay, we're good. I could have sworn I forgot to shuffle things when I was doing... Okay, I may or may not have forgotten to shuffle these back in, but I don't remember when that was. Again, I may make mistakes, just so you know. So I spent my energy getting that out there, and I'm going to gain 4 credits. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and I think that's all I can do. All right, so we got our 4 credits, and I think we're okay. Okay, so market phase, we do have the 5 credits that we could spend. I think we want to focus on doing a lot of damage. I kind of like this Chain Vulcan. If we can get a lot of energy for it, we can do some decent damage. So I'm going to spend 3 to add that to my system discard pile. We have 2 left. Do I want this charge laser? It does 4 damage, but it costs 8 power. I don't think we're going to do that. I'm tempted to get another red crew member to help power this system so we can keep playing these lasers. That might be a good idea. This This one is gain 2 energy to this system, and you may discard one of your opponent's in-play cards. That's not bad. That's not terrible. You know what? I kind of already have a couple of reds in there. We'll hold on to my 2 for right now. Save up for a more powerful card later. How about that? Okay, so I'm going to draw some cards, and I'm going to do one system. Actually, no, before I do that, I get to observe bonuses. Kind of rushing here. So is there a bonus here? 3, yeah, gain 2 energy to this system. Fine. Blue, that works. So this one is draw an extra card when the time comes. That's great. And then this pairing red and red, deal a malfunction. All right, so we're going to deal a malfunction. I have a feeling we're going to kill him with malfunctions, death of 1,000 cuts kind of thing. All right, and now we draw our cards. So I'm going to go 1, and I kind of want that in there. So I might draw another system card, but to do that, I have to take this and this and this and this and shuffle these up. Go. And then draw a crew. Okay. Sounds good. Moving on to him. Okay, so he's got some cards. Oh, I get to draw an extra one, didn't I? I could have sworn I got to draw an extra card. I'll just draw an extra crew. Fine. And now over here, he's got some cards. That's one thing I wish this game came with. Like, there are cards that give you the ability to draw an extra card or two when the time comes, but there's no, like, tracker for that. I may have to start using these, like, extra cubes off to the side as a reminder to draw more. So let's go ahead and take a look at his hand. And he's going to do his Siege Cannon, I think. We're going to put that there, and he's going to spend 2 energy to do it. And that's going to do 1 damage to me. Next, he's going to do his other system card, which is Quick Ship. That's going to cost 1 energy, and that's going to give him 4 credits. 1, 2, 3, 4. And lastly, this blue crew member, he's going to put here for this pairing, I think. He could put it here to buff up his tactical, but it makes more sense to get this bonus going. So, yeah. And plus the priority is, if there's any system with 0 energy, it would go there first. But then the pairings happen, which is what we're doing. Gain 2 energy to this system. Okay. Or gain 3 energy. Or gain 3 credits. Okay, so they played all of their cards. They get to do the, let's see, next is market purchases. They're going to spend 3 of their 5 to add another card to their discard pile. And next they're going to do their pairings here. Nothing there. We have blue and blue. So he's going to draw an extra card for his turn. And then this is a deal a malfunction to me. So I have to put a discard or a malfunction into my discard pile. Now, if I remember correctly, it goes into the discard pile with the least amount of cards in it. And in case of a tie, let me just, this is one of those if-then things. Place it in your discard pile with the fewest cards. Well, in that case, it's a tie. When the AI deals a malfunction to the top of one of your decks, no. If it's in the case of a tie in the system discard pile. Okay, so this malfunction goes into the system discard, which is there. Okay, I think that's it. Moving back over to me, I've got some cards. Oh, he gets to draw some cards for his turn. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, like so. And 4. Now he can't draw that 4th card, so he's going to take all of these discarded cards, shuffle them up, and draw his last one, which is a malfunction. And that is take 1 damage and draw 1 card, and this goes into the discard pile. So he's going to draw 1 to replace that, and he does. Okay, let's take a look at his hand. Repair the systems first. He's going to go with the railgun, I think. He's going to play that over top this existing one, and that's going to cost him 3 energy. 1, 2, 3. And this is deal 1 damage for every malfunction in your opponent's discard pile. I've got the 1 in there, so I take 1 damage. All right, so 1 damage it is. And next he's got repair bots. I think he's going to do that because that's why not. That's 3 energy. 1, 2, 3. He repairs 3 hull. 1, 2. He's up to 20. I need to do some serious damage to him because he's got that card, and if he keeps playing it, I'm screwed. Next is Quantum Reactor. Now, I could have played one or the other, I suppose. I don't know if it matters in the order in which you do it. We're going to play that, gain 3 energy to any system, and we're going to go tactical because it's the lowest. 1, 2, 3. And then his crew member, there are no 0 energy systems, so he's going to pair this with... actually, you know what we should have done? I should have wiped his entire board, but I didn't. So the quantum reactor was new. This is what sometimes I forget. This is not new. The railgun is new. So we're gonna wipe everything pretty much. Yep. And this goes in. This should have gone into his deck. So quick shuffle there. Okay, so the quick ship repair bots, he just played that, so that goes underneath. Siege cannon goes in there, quick ship goes in there. Okay, and then these 2 go in here as well. Sorry about that, folks. So yeah, I forgot to wipe his board ahead of time. I tried to fix it as best I could, but you know, so it goes. You guys try managing 2 boards and a camera and everything else, just saying. So he's going to instead, he could put this here. Does this pair here or here? The answer is no. This needs a green. That needs a green. This is a blue. So he's going to put this in the system with the lowest energy, which I believe would be tactical. So we're going to give 2 energy to this system. 1, 2. All right. So that concludes that. He doesn't have enough money to buy more cards. Does he have any pairings? No. No. Okay. That's it. Moving back over to me. We'll take a look at my cards. I'm going to try and get some damage out. I'm going to go ahead and play this Chain Vulcan. That's going to cost me 4 energy. I'm down to 0. 3 damage. Gain 1 damage for every card covered by this, but I didn't cover everything. So that's 1, 2, 3. It's down to 17. I'm going to play... I'm going to play Lieutenant Commander Ben to that same system. Gain 4 energy to this system. And deal 1 malfunction, placing it on top of your opponent's deck, which would be here. Okay, not bad. And then we've got repair drones. I'm going to put that over here for 3 energy. 1, 2, 3. And I get to repair 2 hull and gain 1 more repair for every card covered by this card. We didn't do that. Next, we've got Ensign Bither, which, I mean, guess we'll put a comms there and then gain 2 energy to this system. I think we need to do that. Okay, what I need to do now, I've got, at first, do I want to buy anything? The answer's, with 2 credits, no. All right, let's go ahead and do our pairing, and then, yeah, so we've got this pairing here, repair a malfunction, because we've got green and green, so we're going to go ahead and repair this malfunction. So that's going to go underneath there. And then Chain Vulcan needs a red, and we have reds there. Did we not draw cards for him? I think we forgot to. 1, 2, 3. So this is going to make him discard a card. And again, it's going to be the lowest. 3 malfunctions. That can't be right. I'm sure I shuffled that, but whatever. So he's going to take 1, 2, 3 damage and put that into his discard pile. 1, 2, 3. Maybe... These are not malfunctions? Okay, they are not malfunctions. So this is his hand now. These are all starter cards. So he's going to get rid of one of these, I guess, at random. So we're going to shuffle these up and just get rid of one of them. That's fine. Okay, and he's got 2 cards for his hand, unfortunately. I think that's why the developer had him get 4 cards instead of 3 on his turn. But again, we're testing an easy mode variant here. All right, so now that that's out of the way, we did our pairings. Now let's go ahead and draw cards. And I want to get some of these crew recycled. So I'm going to go ahead and draw a crew member, which I can't. So all of these get recycled. Shuffle that up. And I'm going to draw 1. And I think I need a system. And I'm going to need more energy, so I'm going to take a crew There we go. Okay, I think that's as good as we can get. Moving on to him, he's got 2 cards he can play. Quick ship here, he'll play for 1, get 4 credits. 1, 2, 3, 4. And for 1 energy. And then Captain Petra here, I think he'll play that in his... He could play it here for engineering. I think he's going to do that because it matches. Yeah, I think that's good. He's going to gain 2 energy. And that's going to go up 1, 2. Okay, and that's it. I can see the power now of making opponents discard cards. That's really handy. That might be like the way to beat the enemy in solo regularly. Get cards to your arsenal that will get rid of that 4th extra card. I think that'll really help. But anyway, getting back to what he's going to do. He can buy cards. He's got 6 credits. He's down to 0. He's going to get 2 cards from here and put it into his discard pile. Great. And then he's going to do some pairings here. Green and green. Gain 2 to this system. That's maxed. This is not a pairing. This needs green. That's a blue. Okay. And I think he's going to draw cards. He's going to draw 3. 1, 2, 3. Any of these malfunctions? One of them is a malfunction. Place on top of the malfunction deck. This counts as a card draw. Ooh, nasty. Place on top of the malfunction deck? How do you get rid of this then? That's awful. Okay. You know what I forgot to do? When I saw those malfunctions, I just automatically assumed they were the regular ones, but they may have been different ones, and I didn't notice. Anyway, so we're going to get a new card instead, and now he's got 3 normal cards. Okay, moving on to my turn. I've got 3 cards here. We're going to play... I need more energy for that. Let's play Ensign Bither. 2 energy and gain 3 credits. So 1, 2, and 1, 2, 3, up to 5. We're going to play this one for 4 energy. This is going to give him 2... This is an awful card. I'm going to give him 2 malfunctions. Okay, 2 malfunctions. And I make him discard one of his cards. That is an awful card. So it's going to be one of these 2, because this is not a starter card or a 0 costing card. All right. Starting to see some of the strengths in these cards now. All right, and then lastly, I think... Is that it? Could have sworn I had another card in there somewhere. What happened? Is it this one maybe? Did I set this down here? And yeah, I think I did. So Cadet Core, I am going to place here and get 2 energy. And yeah, that's it. Okay. Because I would have put that there anyway. It just makes... Yeah, I may have placed that there to do this. Yeah, don't get old. Okay, so I think that's it. We're going to move on to the marketing purchases. I've got 5 credits. So this Guardian Crystal looks good. Yeah, I like that. We're going to go ahead and get that. That's a system card, and it's going to cost me all 5 of my credits. Okay, that's it for that. And then synergies. Green and green. I get to fix a malfunction, which I don't have. This needs a red. That's a blue. Nope. No pairing here. That's it. Draw 3 cards. I will take... I think I need energy for comms, so I'm going to take 1 crew. Oh, that works. And I'll take some systems. Okay. All right, moving on to him. He's got 2 cards that he can play. This is a new one. For 4 energy, he's going to play this one. And that is... He gets to draw a card when the time comes. And to remember that, I'm going to put this blue cube on top of his deck as a reminder that, yeah, he gets to draw more. Discard up to 3 of your opponent's in-play cards. Okay. Let's real quick see how the computer handles that, because there is like a little guide in here for some of these. All of these cards allow you to move in-play cards. The crew is only moved. No. That doesn't really help. But I'm supposed to discard in-play cards. So discarding. Start by discarding your card with the highest credit cost. So I need to discard cards with the highest credit cost. So that's 1, 2, and out of these two, we'll just do all three systems just to make it even. And then all of these go into that's pretty nasty there. That's pretty nasty. Okay, and then for his last card, he's got a green one. Is he going to pair that? Or actually, this could be paired here for an effect. And this does have somewhat lower energy. So I'm going to go ahead and put that there to help him out. Gain 2 energy to the system and gain 1 repair. So 2 energies up to 8. Okay. Can he buy anything? No. Are there synergies? Yes. Gain 2 energy. He's maxed out. This is gain a repair. Green, green, gain a repair. So he's up to 16. And here there is no pairing. Okay. He's going to draw 4 cards because that told him to. 1, and then he wipes everything. Remember this time, huh? Okay, well. He's got all those malfunctions, so I'm hoping... All right, that was a quick shuffle. Let's just see one at a time. Not malfunction. Take 1 damage, draw a card. Okay, so take a damage. All right, 2, 3, 4. All right, he's got his 4 cards because he had that one ability that let him do that. All right, but he's completely wiped at this point, and I gotta make use of that. Moving over to me. I am going to use basic laser, I think. And it's going to be 2 energy. That's going to be 1 damage. And I want to get a red crew member into there if I can, but I don't think I'm going to be able to. Put that trade rocket there. Oh, I don't have any energy. So we're going to do Cadet Fitz. Gain 2 energy to this system. And then I'm going to put this here for 1 and gain 4 credits. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. Market phase, I have 4. Do I want to spend anything? Again, I kind of want more damage, but I have to recognize that I need energy too. What does she do? She costs 4. Gain 3 energy to this system, and you may move a card from your discard to the top of its deck. That's not terrible. I feel like I've got a lot of blue here already, though. And I feel like in order to power my weapons, I'm going to need more red. So I'm going to go ahead and get this one for 2 and put that into my crew discard. Gain 2 to this system, and you may discard one of your opponent's in-play cards. Where that goes in there. I've got 2 left. Do I want the cat? I may have to. Gain 2 energy to the system, and you may discard. It's the same thing as the other one. I don't want to clutter up my deck, so I'm going to say no to that. I'm going to say no to that. What's that charge laser? I'm tempted to get that only to like do a huge blow, but 8 energy is a lot. All right, so we'll leave it at that. And next I have to earn system bonuses. No pairing. I've got a pairing. I get to draw an extra card. I only, even though I've got 2 blue crew members, I only get to do that once. So I'm going to draw 4 cards instead of 3, and that's it. So speaking of which, I'm going to do 1. I'm going to draw another 1, which means I have to, all of my system cards go like so. 2. I should play these face up so I can see what I get. I'm going to need some red. So I'm going to do 3, 4. There we go, finally. All right, so I got 4 cards there. Moving on to him, he's got 4 cards of his own. He's going to play Tri-Laser because he can. He's going to do, that's 3 energy. 1, 2, 3, and he's going to do 3 damage. So 1, 2, 3. Next is his other, should he have done Siege Cannon first? I don't know if there's a priority when playing cards of the same system. I'll just play them in order randomly. So that's 2 energy there. He's going to do 1 damage. Down to 15. And then he's got these. These are all systems. So he's got repair bots. 1, 2, 3. He repairs for 3. 1, 2, 3. Even though he seems like he's doing like bad card-wise, like he's still maintaining, which is crazy. And then Supercomputer is going to cost him 3. 1, 2, 3. Move one of your in-play system cards to your hand. It may be played without a power from any system. Well, might as well do Siege Cannon. And then do 1 extra damage. It's a good thing I didn't play that other one first. I'm just saying. So yeah, I'm actually losing to him. Okay, so he's down to 0 credits. He can't buy anything. There's no pairing. So he's going to go ahead and just draw 3 cards and be done with it. 1, Malfunction. Place this on top of the Malfunction deck. It counts as a draw. So he only draws 2 cards instead of 3. Okay, there's that awful card again. So no matter what I play this turn, he's going to discard a lot of them, which is gonna be awful. Okay, over to me. Let's get the Chain Vulcan out there. It's going to cost 4, but I've got Cadet Kaedo for that. Gain 2 energy to this system. Great. Or deal a malfunction. Chain Vulcan. 4 energy. 3 damage and 1 for every card it covered. So 1, 2, 3. And I've got these. Nuclear Reactor. I'm going to put over here. Gain 3 to any system. Tactical 1, 2, 3. And this gain 3 to this system and gain and repair a malfunction. I've already got a pairing there. So I'm tempted to put this here. I'm going to do that. So I can up my tactical again. Or do I do that for my comms? Because it's rather low. Now I'm going to do tactical because I need to do damage. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3 and gain 1 repair, which I can't. And that's it. I'm not going to buy anything. We've got pairings here. Gain 2 to this system. Green and green. No pairing. This is red and red. I can make him discard a card, and it's going to be whatever one's cheapest. It's this one. So he discards that. All right, that's it. Moving on to him, he's going to play as many cards as he can. In this case, it's just this one for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I got to draw cards too, my bad. I'll do that and then finish that. Let's just go 1 and let's do another crew. Yeah, because I need to put more of these out. So we'll do another crew. That means I have to discard all of those. 2. And then a system. 3. I can't remember if I was allowed to draw an extra card or not, but I'm not going to because my memory sucks. Okay, that's good. Moving back over to him. Draw an extra card and then discard up to 3 of your... Yeah, well, that's these. So he discards these systems here. And that's pretty much it. Okay, and he gets to draw an extra card when the time comes. Well, that's it. He doesn't get to do much else. No marketing, nothing there. So he's going to draw 4 cards now instead of 3. So Malfunction, take 1 damage, draw a card to replace it. Take a damage, draw a card. Oh, this is place it on top of the Malfunction. Oh, take 2 damage and put this on top of the Malfunction deck. Ooh, 2 damage and place that on top of the Malfunction. That's nasty. Malfunction, take 1 damage, draw a card, and move to your discard. Okay, well, finally, 1 Malfunction, take 1 damage. Wow, okay, take 1 damage, draw a card, and move to your discard. We're going to keep going. All right, 3, 4. He gets 4 cards. 3 plus the 1 from that. All right, so I feel like my strategy now is going to be Malfunction cards. Just get those just give him Malfunction cards. That seems to be the way to go here. All right, so moving back over to me. I don't have a whole lot of options here, unfortunately. Comms for 1, I get 4 credits. I'm up to 6. I'm going to play him here to get 4. Well, that's a waste. 4 energy to this system. I think I might want to put that over here to get my comms back up. Yeah, I'm going to do that. So 4 energy to this system and deal 1 malfunction. placing it on top of my opponent's deck. All right, fine. And then gain 2 energy or gain 3 credits. I think I might do that here. No, I want to put that here for this synergy. And I'm going to gain 3 credits. 1, 2, 3. I'm up to 9. That's it. Market phase. I've got 9 credits to spend. So this is where I need to really bring this home. What am I gonna buy? I kind of want some kind of repair. I thought I bought something that repaired me, but maybe not. Or maybe I just haven't drawn it yet. I can also spend 2 credits to refresh any one area. Like I can discard these 2 for 2 credits, for example. Draw 2 cards. You may move one of your in-play. That's not terrible. It's also got those bonuses on the bottom. But I kind of want to. I just want to just beat him up. I mean, this isn't terrible. Yeah, 6. Let's go with it. 3 credits. Even though it costs 6 energy, it's going to do 5 damage when it hits. And if there is a crew card in this system, scrap this card. Oof. So if I play this, I have to keep my crew out of there. That's crazy. That's a system that goes there. Scythe Beam. Discard 1 opposing crew card from each system. So I can pretty much discard his crew as he's putting them down there. That's not terrible either, but it doesn't do any damage. Boy. Let's... I don't know. I really don't know what I want at this point. Let's go with the holodeck, because drawing more cards is always a good thing. So I'm going to put that in there for 2, and that's 1, 2. I was hoping for some big purchases, but it doesn't seem like it's going to happen. Repair malfunction, do them. Okay. I don't want to seed up. I don't want to clutter up my deck anymore. So maybe I keep this as is. All right, let's keep it as is. Okay, so now I draw cards. I'm gonna draw system for sure. I get 3, right? Oh no, I get 4 because of this pairing. So 1, 2. Let's get some energy. 3, 4. Okay, not great, but it is what it is. 2 red, 2 green crew. 2 red systems and 2 green crew. Okay. So moving on to him, he's got some cards to work with. He's going to start with the system cards. He has none. They're all crew. So moving on to, there's no systems with 0 energy in it. So he's going to start pairing these as best as possible. This green, for example, makes sense because this pairs here. He's going to gain 2 energy and repair a damage. And this blue obviously would go here. He's going to gain 2 energy and gain 3 credits. Cadet Killian would go under the red one. Makes sense. 2 energy to this system. Yep, or deal. But again, in a case of an or, it's just energy. And then this blue one. There's a blue there. Yeah, that makes sense. Let's put them there to pair that. And gain 2 energy to this system. Or gain 3 credits. That was a good turn for him. He got a lot of pairings under control. He's got 3 credits, so he's going to buy 1 from his market to put into his discard pile. And now he's going to do his pairings. He's got a green and a blue. Green and a blue. He's got both pairings under control. So he's going to repair 1 malfunction. And it's just going to be the top one, I guess. Just repair it. And next, repair a malfunction. Wow, that's actually... good thing I'm stacking up on the damage cards now, because he's doing very well there. I can't let this continue. Next, he's got green repair a damage. He's up to 11. Oh, that's blue though. Green and red. He doesn't have that there. Okay, next is red. That's deal a malfunction to me. So that's going to go into the deck with the fewest cards. So it's going to go there. Okay, that's it. Now he's going to draw 3 cards. Oh, 4 no, he doesn't have... This was a one-off that he played in a previous turn. So he's going to draw 3 cards. 1 malfunction. Take 2 damage, draw a card, and put this on top of the malfunction deck. So 1, 2, 3. There's his 3 cards. Doesn't have to do anything yet because he doesn't have to draw from this empty deck. Moving back over to me, I've got some cards. We're going to play whatever we can to whittle him down. That's a rough one, though. I kind of want... You may move a card from your discard to the top of your deck. Do I want to put that on top? I want to give him... I think I want to give him more malfunctions. So I'm going to play this first for 5. Brings me down to 1. It does 3 damage. 1, 2, 3. And then basic laser, I don't have enough. I'm going to have to put a green crew member underneath. Let's do... Oh, I like that. Gain 3 to this system and repair malfunction. Well, there we go. We're going to do 3 to this system. 1, 2, 3. And we're going to repair this malfunction. Good, good. And now basic laser. Put that on top. And that's going to do 1 damage to him. Right there. And then we've got this guy. I can't put him in engineering because this is completely full. Unless I just play him here and take his ore ability. Or do I keep powering this red just to keep pumping out the damage? I think I do that. So I'm going to do 2 energy there. Okay, good. Okay, and then I got to possibly buy cards if I want to, which I don't think I'm going to. Next, we're going to pair off stuff. There's blue and blue. I get to draw an extra card from this effect. Blue and blue there. No pairing here. This is red and these 2 are green, so it's not going to happen. So we're going to draw 4 cards, and I want systems. So 1, 2. I'm going to shuffle all of these up. I need systems. 3 and, jeez. 4. Let's do that. All green. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now? All right, well, that was an awful draw, but I was hoping for some red ones. All right, moving over to him. He's got his 3 cards over here. Let's take a look at him. He's going to play his systems first. He's got Quantum Reactor. He's going to play that for 0 energy and gain 3 to any system. Tactical is lowest, so that goes up to 6 from 3. Railgun. Deal 1 damage for every malfunction in your opponent's discard piles. Well, he doesn't have any. I don't have any. So would he play that? I don't know, but we're going to anyway. 1, 2, 3. And because that green still may kick in at some point, which we may do with this. Gain 2 energy to this system. We're going to do that. 1, 2. Or gain 1 repair. But doing that here, there's a green, so something's going to happen. He's got 0 credits, and he's not going to buy anything. We're going to pair this. Green and green. Gain 2 to this system. He's up to 8. This is a blue. No pairing. This is a green, and this is deal 2 malfunction if your opponent has no discarded malfunctions. Ooh, that's nasty. Well, I do, so I have to put that system deck. Priority is system deck when it's tied. That's bad. Okay, so that was a bad one. Now he's going to draw some cards, but he can't. So he's going to wipe everything. And he's going to draw 3 cards. Come on, malfunctions. Come on, malfunctions. 1, 2, 3. He's got 3 cards. Okay. No malfunctions there. All right, moving back over to me. I've got some cards to play. We'll do nuclear reactor first because that's easy. It's just gain 3 to any system. And although I might play, well, maybe I play it to comms. Yeah, so 3 to any system. 1, 2, 3. Great. Then I'm going to put this blade here, and that's going to cost me 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 malfunctions, and I force him to discard. So 2 malfunctions, and I force him to discard his lowest, which is one of these 2 1s. Oh, please let it be this one. Please let it be this one. I promise I'm trying to keep this as fair as possible. I have no idea. It is that one. Okay, so discard, discard. I swear to goodness, I lost track. I swear to goodness. All right, so 2 malfunctions and that's pretty good. Holodeck repair, I think I want to repair that. I can also repair a malfunction with this. Yeah, let's do that. So I'm going to play... I like that. So, okay. You may move one of your in-play crew cards to this system. Yoink. And I get to draw 2 cards at the end of my turn. So I'm going to put 2 there. We've got this. I'm going to put that on top. And that's going to cost... That was 4 and then 3, so I'm down to 1. This says repair 2. And for every card I covered, 1. So I get 2 more. I'm up to 18. Beautiful. And now market phase, not going to buy anything, I think. Maybe I buy the charge laser just to try and do some massive damage just to get that in there. That's going to cost me 2. 1, 2. And yeah, that's it. That's the system. So that would go here. All right, and then combinations. We've got green and green. I get to repair a malfunction. So we're going to repair that one and put that underneath. This is a red, and I've got a red. You may move this card to the bottom of your system deck. The system deck would be here. Yoink. I will do that. Just so I can play it again and get more malfunctions onto him. No pairing here. Not going to happen. Okay, now I get to draw some cards. 3 plus 2 is 5. I want systems. 1, 2, that's a good one. 3, and then some crew for energy. 4, 5. Okay, we're good there. Beautiful. This may be it. Let's go ahead and play his turn out. He's got repair bots, which I think he will play. He'll play that first, I think, for 3. 1, 2, 3. And that's going to repair, wow, 3. 1, 2, 3. And lastly, he's got this one he'll put on top. That's another 3. 1, 2, 3. Move one of your in-play system cards to your hand. In play, I think, is still covered up, right? Well, let's go ahead and give it to him. He'll take that back and play it again and repair for 3. That's a pretty messed up card is what that is, but that's all he can do. I didn't think that would work, but it's... Okay, well, he's going to draw some cards now at the end of his turn. He's got no pairings, nothing to buy. He's going to draw 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. No malfunctions. Look at that. They're probably there somewhere. All right, let's come back to me. 5 cards. I got to make this count. You may move a card from your discard to the top of your deck. That's good. Or do I think I want this one to add more malfunctions. I'm going to play that for 3 energy. 1, 2, 3 to bump them back down. 1, 2, 3. And I want Casado in there for 2 extra energy. And I want him in there. Gain 2 energy, and you may discard one of your opponent's in-play cards. I'm going to do that. 2 energy here, and discard his repair bots card. Okay, and then basic laser for 1 damage, 2 energy, 1 damage. Trade rocket for 1 energy. I get 4 credits. So I'm up to 6. All right, do I want to buy anything with my 6 credits? Give me more lasers. For 3, 1, 2, 3, we're going to get a laser card there. And a chain, we're going to do a chain Vulcan. And that's my last 3. I'm going to just go crazy with those weapons. I got to finish them off. All right, and then pairings. I've got green and green. That means I can repair 1 malfunction. Let's get rid of that. Those repair malfunction cards are really good. Blue and blue. That's draw an extra card this turn. So I'm going to put that on there. This is a red and a red. So I get to deal him a malfunction to his discard pile. And I think that's it. So now I'm going to draw some cards, 4 of them, because I've got that there. Let's go with more 2, 3, and then accrue. Go that. The downside is I have no way to get more energy to this system. I already drew. Oh yeah, I had to. So yeah, maybe the crew wasn't a good idea. I kind of want to cycle out these guys if I can, because I can only have 3 per system. Whatever. Okay, so I got my 4 cards. Moving over to him. I forgot to draw his cards from... Oh, they're right here. That's what happens when you go at warp speed, right? Siege Cannon. Let's go with Quantum Reactor for 0. 3 to any system. That would be this one. 1, 2, 3. It's the lowest. And then Siege Cannon, he's going to put in Tactical. That's going to cost him 2, and it's going to deal 1 damage to me. Last card is a blue one. No pairing. So he's going to put this in the system with the lowest energy, which is this one. And he's going to gain 2 energy. And that's it. No pair. He can't buy anything. There's no pairings to observe. He's going to draw his cards. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Where'd all his malfunctions go? All right. Back over to me. Can we... Yeah. So if we can get enough energy... I don't think I have enough energy to do this. Gain 1 energy for every... Or for 1 damage every card covered. That would be... That's not terrible. Let's do that first. Chain Vulcan. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's 3 plus the 1 and 2. That's 5. He's down to 1 health. If we can somehow just knock him out and be done with it, that would be great. I don't have enough energy to play this. I've got this one. I'm going to play that on... Oh, I don't have enough energy. Let's play Ensign Bither here and gain 2 to this system, up to 4, and gain 3 credits. Next, this one for 4 energy down to 0, 2 malfunctions, and force him to discard a card. And that's going to be not that one because that's a 1 credit cost. It's going to be one of these 2. So we'll shuffle, discard 1, done, and he's got 2 cards left. This is my last card. Unfortunately, I don't have enough energy to play it. So it's going to be discarded to my system deck, but I am going to gain 2 credits for doing that. Now we look at pairings, or do I want to buy anything with 5? At this point, I just want to blow them up. So let's see here. Repair a malfunction. Is there a malfunction? Nope. You may move this card to the bottom of your system deck. I mean, do I really need to? Just to make him... Yeah, I think... No, I'm not going to. Because I want to wipe this anyway to get more crew. Because I'm kind of full to the brim here. Over here is a red discard. Wow. I've got a red. So I'm going to make him discard his other one. That's crazy. And that's it. And now I got to draw cards. Well, I'm going to go ahead and just cycle everything out, I think. So I'm going to draw a crew card, and I can't. So we're going to shuffle those up. Oops, yeah, that's for me. And then I'm going to get a crew card, or I'm going to get a system card. So that means I have to do all of these. I need some weapons. Nuclear reactor is good. I'm going to add that there. Let's do another system. Nope, holodeck. Give me another system. Or do I get a crew? That gives this and this are going to give me 5 energy to tactical. Let's do another system. Oh, repair drones. Okay. Well, maybe I'll get lucky and he'll draw a malfunction and kill himself off. He's got this only card here, and that's all he's got. So we're going to put that, I guess, the place with the lowest. It's 5 energy, 5 energy, 5. Oh, man. I guess he'll match blue and blue. That's all he can do. Gain 2 to this system and draw or gain 3 credits. He's going to buy 1 market card here for 3 credits, back down to 0. And, oops, do that. And then what else? I'm going so quick, I forgot what his turn consisted of. Market purchases, bonus abilities. He doesn't have any bonus abilities at this point. I've been crippling him with these discards. Back over to me. Let's see if we can finish this off. Oh, he has to draw cards. He gets 3. 1 tri-laser. Malfunction. This might be it. Yeah. Take 1 damage, draw a card, and move to your disc. So that was it. So, yeah. I blew him up, but the majority of the damage came from malfunctions that was passing him over time. So that was a quick look at the solo mode. Again, keeping in mind, I did introduce a couple of, homebrewed variants to give myself an easier time. And I will admit that 3-card thing seemed weak at first for him, but if he was able to build up that like 4 cards, with certain cards giving him extra draws, like that would really build up too. So I'm kind of happy with the difficulty. This is a good learning difficulty, I think, to get new players into the game without getting slammed by the AI. So I kind of like what I came up with. Of course, I'm going to say that, but I'm not that conceited. So just to recap, in solo mode, he only draws 3 cards on his turn instead of 4, unless an effect tells him that he can draw more. And the other thing is, when you're setting up his market deck, only give him 0, 1, 2, or 3 costing cards, preferably 0, 1, or 2. But when you're taking 5 red cards to seed in there, sometimes, you can't help it. You want to leave some low cards for yourself too. So just use your best judgment. It's not, this isn't a tournament. This isn't life or death. Just do the best you can and, have fun with it. I personally had a lot of fun with this solo mode. I can see a lot of cool interactions going on here, different builds, trying out. Like at first I was trying to get a repair build going, but then it turned into malfunction. It was just death by 1,000 cuts again. So I really enjoyed that. For the co-op mode, I have some ideas. Idalee and I are going to be I'm going to be controlling one ship, she'll be controlling the other one, and we'll be fighting an enemy that you won't be represented on the board, but it'll be there. And we'll tell you more about that when we release that video. So stay tuned if you guys haven't already subscribed to me on Twitch and YouTube. That way you can stay up to date with any new content I happen to publish. This is Vince. Thanks for watching. Catch y'all next time. Take care.